Yeah, man. We back. Like I said, DJ Chase Radio, WDJCDB, DJ Chase Radio, man. The one and only pregame party miss podcast right here on WDJCDB, DJ Chase Radio. This episode is brought to you by Groove, the hottest platform to get in touch with players, curators, and real people. Get feedback on your music, such as myself and podcast radio directory, podcast directory. Use the promo code DJ Chase and make sure you download that DJ Chase Radio mobile app or your iPhone or your Android. But enough of all that, man. We got a super talented young lady. She's fire. Her voice is incredible. You know, she's just a bouquet of roses and flowers and all of that. With all that being said, my girl, Miss Whitney Breanne in the building. How you doing today, Quinn?
Hey, what's cracking? So happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you. So once again, I was trying to find like a little interviews on you and things like that, a little homework. I was doing my homework. So with that being said, there's a lot of write-ups about you, but there's not too many interviews, where you telling your side of the story. So with that being said, today I wanted to, focus on music education as well as getting people to know who you are. So with that being said, I definitely want to start off by saying, where are you from, Miss Whitney?
I'm from Cali, but right now I'm residing in Vegas, so I go back and forth.
Okay, cool. And like, how was it growing up in Cali for you?
I loved it. The weather was way better than it is here in Vegas.
Yeah,
You can go to the beach in the summer. I loved it. Also,
yeah,
the culture is awesome. Love
yeah.
that.
Nice. And what part of California you grew up in?
Was like in the Koreatown, Santa
Mm.
Monica area.
Okay, nice, like the pier and stuff. So the nice little area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Your free spirit, I see.
Yes.
Okay, got you for sure. And like I said, growing up, California, like I said, it's two sides to it. So there's like the LA Inglewood side and there's the Santa Monica, that area like that. And that being said, like what inspired you, like, because you've been singing since a young age, like what inspired you to get into that creative space?
Actually, my brother, he needed a female feature. We were all kids
Mm.
this time. And my
Yeah,
mom had suggested it, like, oh, why don't you just get Whitney on there? And
yeah,
then lo and behold, I was actually good at it. And I just kind of just took off from there.
yeah. Good. Got you. Okay. And then, so you say you just started from a feature?
Yeah, a feature of my brother's song because he was trying to do music at that time.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay, for sure. So just like a family thing. And let me
Yeah.
ask you, yeah, and let me ask you this question: were your parents involved in like any entertainment thing like that?
Not personally, but you might as well say my mom is because she's like my biggest supporter.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And at school, did you like take music in school, or were you a good student?
I was a good student, but I didn't go in public school. I was online, so
Okay.
it's easy to be a good student when you're doing online.
I hear you. For sure. And at what age do you say, I want to take this serious and say, you know what, maybe I can make some money doing this and like put records out and perform in shows? When did you reach that point?
I actually reached that point last year.
Mm,
So I'm really just now starting to develop and hone my craft
mm.
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, with that being said, like, when you started writing music and doing your own music from your brother doing music, did you ever feel like kind of standoffish, like, you know what, maybe I might surpass him or not surpass him, or did you ever feel like that competitive nature with your brother?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Siblings, yes,
yeah,
I was always trying to one up him for sure.
yeah, yeah, for sure. All right, and with that being said, so like, who did you listen to growing up? You know what I'm saying? You're a young lady. Like, who did you listen to? I know I do it two part. Who did you listen to from Cali, and then who did you listen to overall?
From Cali was definitely Tupac,
Yeah.
Eazy-E,
Oh
the
wow, okay. The
classics, and
classics.
Kendrick
Yeah,
Lamar. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Um, Overall, I think I like a lot of New York. I like listen to Biggie Smalls. I listen
Mm.
to Queen Latifah, Nicki Minaj, all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I got you. Yeah, because I was going through your catalog, and the first record I heard was Broken Promises, and you were actually doing some
Yeah.
rapping. You know what I'm saying, back in the days. You know what I'm saying. So, what made you focus on? Because matrimony in that song is like night and day, literally. So, what made you focus on leaving a rap? Well, not leaving it, but more that matrimony type ballad sound.
I mean, I love doing both. I can easily do both, and I love to be in both space. But it
Yeah,
honestly depends on my mood, like what I'm feeling at the moment. At that time, I just wanted to be in this soft space. But I
yeah.
can definitely tap and go hard with them if I want to, for sure.
Yeah, got you. And with that being said, when you're creating music, right, do you focus on like the beat portion of it first, or do you focus more on like the sonics, like the lyrics and the artistic pen game.
I definitely want the beat to speak to me because that's how I know what I'm gonna write. I can
Mhm.
instantly just vision it once I hear the beat and go
Yeah,
from there. For
yeah,
sure.
for sure, for sure. And with that being said, now, do you work with like any producers or do you make your own music stuff like that?
I produce my own music at the moment,
You do?
so I'm like a one woman show. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, copy,
I'm
copy.
producing and doing my own stuff right now.
Fire, fire. What does like what do you use to produce?
I got some I use Pro Tools. I
Uh,
use Ableton. I
nice.
use all of that. I just get on my laptop and start going to work.
Fire, fire. No, no, I'm asking because I'm a producer too. So I'm asking, like, I'm trying to see what you use, see what you got over there.
You know what you got? I'm trying to be.
You good, you good. Listen, I'm a Pro Tools machine guy, so Ableton
Oh,
is all
there you
right.
go.
I'm machine,
Hopefully.
so yeah. All right, copy, copy. What's some VSTs you like on Pro Tools?
On Pro Tools, I like to my favorite effect to use. I love reverb. I love
Mm,
reverb. I love the
yeah.
effect. It gives that nice crisp sound. So that's my favorite
Mm.
one I've been using.
Nice, nice, for sure, for sure. And with that being said, feeling like being a woman show that puts a lot of pressure on you, right? Do you feel
Yeah.
like is it more of a conscious thing to be like isolated like that as far as your creativity, or do you feel like what it's okay to collab?
When it comes to the lyrics part and the music part, I love that part because I know I can be pretty stern on what I like,
Mm,
and I don't want to have somebody keep going back and forth to working for me. But it is hard to when it comes to like having to register my songs and
mm,
doing the legal side of everything is a
mm.
little
Yeah.
challenging for.
For sure, for sure, and I'm glad you hit touched on that topic. Like I said, my show is dedicated to music education. So being a new artist is especially like it can get confusing. So what is one thing that you felt like you wish somebody would have told you when you first started getting into it?
That it was going to be more business than it was music. Like you
Hmm.
definitely get lost in that side of it than it
Hmm.
is music. Like I find myself doing more of that sometimes than I'm in the
Yeah,
studio.
yeah,
So yeah.
got you, got you. And what has been like one of like the most like inspiring thing? Like what, I got this. Like you said, your mom is supportive, things like that. What is like one of the things that keep you motivated?
Um, Honestly, to know that I have a gift that I want to share to the world, and also my mom constantly pushing me, like, "Girl, like, better go out there and do something." Like that too
Hmm.
was definitely the fire I needed. Even on times where I was just thinking about, oh, maybe I should just go to school, maybe I should do this, that, third. She was always there to support for sure.
Yeah, yeah, got you, got you. All right, and saying the single matrimony, I want to get into that a little bit, right? So, how, for one, it's an incredible song. Thank you. That's a great song. What inspired that?
Um, Honestly, it's not just about the lovers. I mean, people can do that for the commitment,
Hmm.
but also about commitment to yourself. Like,
Hmm.
because self-love is so important. What vows did you make to yourself that, you aim to keep? So I think that's another side that I want people to really look at for sure.
Yeah, yeah, got you, got you. Okay, and what inspired the lyrics of it? Like, what I'm saying? I want to get deep into it because, like I said, it's such a big song. Like, it's a really good song. And like I said, what? Because I'm very sure you probably been around marriage or maybe seen marriage, but why the title matrimony?
Because I feel like it's the end all be all. Like most people are
Mm,
trying to get there. And yes,
yeah,
I've been around marriage. My mom, my dad, and
yeah,
my sister and my brother-in-law. So yeah, I just
yeah.
I really wanted to capture that for sure.
Yeah, got you. And something I really noticed too is that you just really been dropping like singles for like the last maybe 3 years, 3, 4 years. Is that on purpose, or you just like, what? I'm not gonna put a full product. I'm gonna just keep dropping.
I think that's on purpose because I didn't want to commit to an album.
Yeah,
I'm a free spirit, like you said. So I was just doing different things that
yeah,
hit me at that moment.
yeah. Got you, got you. All right. And with that being said, now your music focuses on love. It focuses on emotion. What is like the emotion that you like the best? Like, what is kind of a good emotion that you feel is, promising to you? Like, how do you feel like how would you describe your personality and emotion?
Authentic,
Yeah.
authentic, real. I like to put myself forward in every
Mhm.
project I do, and passion for sure.
Gotcha, got you. And what I'm saying? I know you said that you don't want to commit to an album, but I'm gonna try to talk you into it. What about an EP? Something that we could just vibe to and ride to. What's up?
I'm definitely working on EBK for sure. So yes, I'm
Yeah.
breaking down that for sure.
Got you, got you. And then another question I got for you, right, is like, do you like the stage better? Or you like the studio better?
I like both. I like
Mm,
both for sure. I
mm,
can't say which one I like more. Actually, I'd say the stage. I like that more. It's a
mm.
different type of experience when you step out, definitely.
Gotcha, for sure. And one thing about being an independent artist, I'm saying you have, a situation, rock star music, things like that. And what do you find difficult as far as navigating like the music, like the not like I said, not more than just the registration, more than booking interviews, more than the studio. What do you find is quite difficult to navigate?
Um, I think other than those things that you mentioned, I've been kind of easing through it. That's been the most challenging for me. But my mom's been there helping me through all of
Yeah,
it, like emotionally. If that's what I would say, the emotionally impact of, oh, when you really get it out there, that it's really gonna take a toll on you. I'm a very private person, so it's like,
yeah,
I don't like
yeah.
people in my business too much. So that definitely
Oh,
weighs on me.
well, this is the wrong business for that.
I know,
This is
right?
the wrong business for that. Got you. And you know what I'm saying? And I want to ask you this question, right? Like, do you feel like, music is more than therapy? Music is more of an expression for you, or do you feel like music is more therapeutic than expression?
It's definitely both. I can't say which one is more because definitely it's therapeutic and it's
Hmm.
definitely an expression tool for sure.
Copy. And what's your favorite part of the business? The studio? Do you like the stage or the interviews? What's your favorite part of the business?
I think my favorite part is definitely would have to be the stage because
Hmm.
it's just like I said, a different vibe when you step out. It's like you
Yeah,
transformed somewhere, and it's
yeah.
incredible.
Got you. And with that being said, like as far as being a singer and making your own records, singing is very tough. Singing is a difficult lane to be in because you have to rehearse. You have to do so much you got to drink tea, certain things you can't eat, sugars and stuff like that. How do you maintain your voice?
It's easy. I'm a pretty square when it comes to that type of stuff. I don't
Yeah,
drink. I don't
yeah,
smoke. I try
yeah,
to eat healthy. I'm not a
yeah,
vegan, but I try to eat healthy.
yeah,
Like, so I'm pretty good when it comes to that for sure. No
yeah.
issue there.
Got you. And what I'm saying, one of my last questions before we get out of here is this, right? If somebody came up to you and said, Miss Whitney Breanne, how would you describe your sound? How would you if somebody didn't know you and say, you know what, I got $2 million for you, how would you describe your sound? How would you
Um,
express that?
for the singing, I would say definitely soulful, something you can vibe with, smooth, relaxing,
Yeah,
pristine,
yeah,
majestic. I would say all that majestic, like
mm,
I said already.
yeah,
For rap, I would
yeah,
say hard hitting.
yeah,
Definitely jaw dropping and inspirational. I'll
yeah.
definitely do that.
Inspirational. I like that. I like that. And once again, I want to ask you this question: is there like Whitney Breanne merch coming out? Is there like some big plans for you right now? Tour coming out? What's up?
Just want to keep some of that on the hush and hush, but I'm definitely working on
Yeah.
the merch very soon. Very soon, yes.
Yeah, for sure. I like that. And one of my last questions is this, right? As a female artist, as like I said, doing a feature for your brother, things like that, coming such a long way, even to reach me. Like what has been one of the toughest things that you had to deal with as a female artist in this business?
Um, just guys, when it comes to the rap, I had the most difficulty on that because some of
Hmm.
them feel some kind of way because I'm always going hard on my rap.
Yeah.
And I think some of them are intimidated. I hate to use that word, but I feel like some of them are. They even ask me when I do features to not go as hard, to
Wow.
dial back on it. So
Hmm.
that has been an issue.
Got you. All right, and I gotta ask you this before we get out of here, right? Now you're a Tupac fan, so I'm gonna ask you two questions, right? Yeah, I need a right answer to this. You got let me see, Me Against the World or All Eyes on Me. What you got?
I got all eyes on me. I got all eyes on me all day. I'm sorry. The way he just went off that, I have to give all eyes on me.
For sure. I appreciate that. And once again, I do I have been on your social media kind of getting some ideas and gaining some traction about you. You have a very unique social media presence as well. Is that on purpose as far as like not being more mystique and more mysterious? Is that on purpose?
Yes, because I'm an introvert. So
Yeah.
I kind of, yes, I limit everything and try to do as much as I can at the
Uh-huh.
same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. All right, and then with that being said, once again, Whitney Breanne, I gotta ask this question before we get out of here, right? Now, I always ask this to everybody. What is one piece of advice from what you've learned thus far? What is one piece of advice that you would give anyone trying to get into the music business today?
Um, to don't give up on yourself. That
Mm,
it's gonna be hard and sometimes you're not gonna get people to show up for you. But you show up for yourself and clap even when no one else is clapping.
mm. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Once again, my girl, Whitney Breanne, we gonna do this again. We gonna lock it in. Once again, matrimony streaming right here on DJ Chase Radio. Plug everything. Any new singles coming out? Like I said, we only in July, so I know there's more coming. Plug matrimony, plug everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, shout out everything that you got going on. Where can they find you on social media?
Oh, my bad. Oh,
You good?
sorry. I went to La La Land. Okay, you can find it at Whitney Breanne Music on Instagram.
Perfect, perfect. Once again, it's DJ Chase, man, the pregame party miss podcast right here on WDJCDB DJ Chase Radio. The all new single Matrimony out now, streaming right here from Whitney Breanne, California's own. You know the vibes, man. Once again, DJChaseRadio.com, DJChase.net. Get that DJ Chase merch, Spotify podcast, Apple podcast, and YouTube DJ Chase TV. Download that DJ Chase Radio mobile app, man, iPhone and Android, that cell phone radio app. Once again, I'm out of here, DJ Chase. Yeah.